What else do you know that you're not telling me?
Nothing.
Next crew on Jane's body could have your name on it.
If the public ever found out, we could go to prison.
Is this connected to one of my tattoos?
Be ready for war. What if I turn you in?
New Blind Spot, next Monday on NBC, and get the NBC app.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Bryan Cranston drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. More organizations are taking a stand against a decision that could close the VA hospital in Hot Springs. The American Legion National Commander, Dale Barnett, says that the recent environmental impact statement recommending the closure of the historic hospital sends, quote, exactly the wrong message to veterans. Barnett says that there are veterans who may not be able to make it to Rapid City to get the care that they need. The released impact statement, which is still a draft, is subject to a public comment period prior to a final decision by VA Secretary Robert McDonald. U.S. Senator Mike Rounds has been encouraging people in the community to make their voices heard when it comes to closing that facility.
I encourage everybody who has worked so hard to keep the VA hospital open not to give up, but to stay actively engaged and offer comments during this 60-day public comment period. You know, Hot Springs has bought into taking care of veterans. That's what that community is based on. They want to take care of veterans. They're willing to work with veterans. They focus on veterans, and I don't want to give that up.
And you can send your comments to VA Black Hills Future at va.gov. Tackling the mismanagement and problems within the Department of Veterans Affairs has been a top priority for Senator Rounds. Scandals across the country at VA medical facilities could be putting veterans' health at risk. Now, according to a recent USA Today analysis, 1 in 6 jobs within the VA system are still vacant, and patients at some VA facilities have to wait a month or 2 just to be seen.
Fayetteville, North Carolina, home to the 82nd Airborne. It can take weeks or months for vets to get seen at the local VA hospital here, and Fayetteville has had the longest wait times in the country.
Aggressive cancer.
2 years ago, Vietnam vet Rick Leslie says a VA doctor diagnosed his prostate cancer, but he had to travel to Durham, 2 hours away, for radiation, surgery, and treatment.
They don't have availability of the resources to do the prostate cancer, or they don't have the urologist there who's available to do it.
Unfilled medical positions are a problem nationwide. USA Today crunched the numbers. 41,000 full and part-time jobs unfilled. In Fayetteville, 59 of 187 physician jobs vacant. Among the highest vacancy rates, psychologists. 21% of those positions nationwide open. In Fayetteville, the VA had only half the psychologists it needed as of mid-July.
I hoped that they could help me get my life back on track.
Scott Goostree served 2 combat tours in Afghanistan and last year came home with PTSD. But he's only had 2 psychiatric appointments in 18 months.
I self-medicate more often than I should because I'm not receiving the care that I need.
Former VA manager Spencer Sichter says VA records prove patients are going without care.
There's 1,200 patients that don't have a doctor assigned over there.
Because this doctor's gone.
He's gone.
Sichter was chief of logistics at the VA in Fayetteville.
What's the problem here? Why are a third of the medical positions at this hospital unfilled?
The hours are too long. The number of patients, the patient load is way too high. The pay is inadequate.
And, says the director of the Fayetteville VA, the number of vets needing care is exploding as Vietnam vets retire and recent war vets require care. But attracting medical professionals to small towns is a big challenge.
The challenges with hiring the staff are the location of ruralness, lack of having a medical school nearby, and some of the salary caps for specialties that are hard to recruit for.
The VA says some unfilled positions are for facilities that haven't yet opened, and it says it's been aggressively recruiting at medical schools. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, Rick Leslie's cancer has now spread to his bladder. He just got word the VA will now pay for his cancer care outside the VA system. Tom Costello, NBC News, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
And just as controversy has brewed within the VA system over the past several years, it's also been brewing over the Keystone XL pipeline. Today, the pipeline company, or the company behind the pipeline, TransCanada, asking the U.S. government to temporarily suspend its application. The planned pipeline would run from Alberta to Texas, but the company was seeking a border crossing permit from the American administration. TransCanada is currently undergoing a dispute with the state of Nebraska over a preferred route in the Cornhusker state, which is why they made the request today. The Keystone Pipeline route through South Dakota would stretch an estimated 313 miles, and the project would carry nearly 1/4 of all Canadian oil exports. If TransCanada's request is upheld, it could spare the company a potential rejection from President Obama. But instead of rejection today, President Obama giving his signature to a 2-year bipartisan budget bill, that one day before the deadline. The bill avoids a national default and sets federal spending levels through the 2017 fiscal year. Tomorrow, the United States would have defaulted on its financial obligations without a budget agreement. The president says that the budget deal puts the government on a responsible path for the next 2 years.
Well, last week, Democrats and Republicans came together to set up a responsible, long-term budget process. And what we now see is a budget that reflects our values, that grows our economy, creates jobs, keeps America safe. And by locking in 2 years of funding, it should finally free us from the cycle of shutdown threats and last-minute fixes. It allows us to therefore plan for the future.
The bipartisan agreement also includes long-term entitlement reform to the Social Security Disability Insurance Program and is the first major reform to Social Security since 1983. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And as we start another week of trade, buoyed at least partially by that news that there would not be any brinksmanship or possibility of a government shutdown this time around, the Dow rising 165, 17,829, the Nasdaq Composite up 73, 5,127, the S&P up 25 to 2,104, and gold dropping $8 even today to $1,133.40 on this day of trade. Last week, a 4-year-old dispute over the Sturgis trademark was resolved in favor of Sturgis Motorcycle Rally Incorporated. An appellate court jury announcing their verdict Friday in a lawsuit against Rushmore Photo and Gifts and Walmart. While both defendants say that Sturgis is geographically descriptive, the plaintiff in the case maintained that the trademark helps to pay for the annual rally and is a necessary protection. Today, the city of Sturgis releasing their comment on how the lawsuit affects not only the rally, but the community itself. They say now every licensed product sold with the trademark will have a direct benefit to the Sturgis community because Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, Inc. donates to various charitable organizations in Sturgis, including the local crisis intervention shelter and the Sturgis Volunteer Fire Department. Fire danger remaining a big concern in South Dakota. Our local fire departments battling numerous fires in the Black Hills and surrounding states in what has turned out to be a particularly active late fire season. Be it weather conditions or unexpected causes, it's always best to be prepared in the event that your home catches fire. If disaster strikes, your cell phone could save you thousands of dollars just by having video proof of your belongings.
Okay, and this is the kitchen.
Walt Wagner may be on the video, but his home is the star of the show.
Now we'll move into the living room.
Walt is both a wildfire survivor and a State Farm insurance agent. And he says now is the time to pull out your camera or cell phone and put everything you own on the screen.
I would do every room. I would go out in the garage. I would open up the drawers and those cabinets in the garage that you haven't looked at for years.
Why go through the trouble? Because if there is a fire and you have to remember every item in your home for an insurance claim, your memory just isn't good enough.
And who remembers all the things that are in drawers and cabinets, or even furniture sometimes is forgotten if there's a large fire.
The easiest way to remember whether your house is big or small is to videotape every inch of your home, describing what you have, where you got it, and how much you paid. It could be dishes, antique furniture, a painting, or a clock. Remember, any images are better than no images at all, and it does pay off in the end.
People who do something like this typically are going to get between 25% and 30% more than those who don't, principally because they remember what they have.
So what do you do with the videos when you're done with them? Well, send them to the cloud, burn them onto a thumb drive. Whatever you do, get them off your phone and out of the house.
That really wouldn't be too good if the house burns down and so does the video.
Walt admits few people ever make inventory videos inside their home, but it's time to change. The pictures you take today could save you thousands of dollars tomorrow.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
There are my oily rags,
there you go,
and there's my water heater right there.
What are you going to do with that phone? Get it out of or get those photos out of the house.
Bob didn't hear me.
What?
My oily rags next to my water heater.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
You know what, you don't.
It's late, and I had a long Royals championship baseball weekend, so I'm still kind of recovering from that.
I've noticed your voice is a little hoarse. Are you yelling at the TV set?
Hey, 12 innings will do that, man.
Yeah.
12 innings will do that, and there were a lot of opportunity to yell, on both sides.
Yeah, but they came through in the 9th inning once again.
Yeah, they finally did.
They're amazing. It's an amazing team. Look at these amazing temperatures for this time of the year. This is what the 2nd of November. We're seeing temperatures in the 60s. Those numbers about 8 degrees above normal. We expect to see more of those kind of temperatures tomorrow. Another beautiful day in store for us.
Yeah, just keep them coming, Bob. All the way to January. Can you do that?
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
We'll see how successful that venture is. More on Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Chad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Black Hills Insurance Agency is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. And that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
Power your everyday life with Energizer. 20 packs of double or triple A's, 8 packs of C's or D's, or 4 packs of 9 volts are just $6.99 each after rebate. Enjoy sparkling clear water with North American Saltwater Softener Cubes. Each cube has an effective formula that keeps water softening units clean and controls mineral buildup caused by hard water. Right now, pick up 2 40-pound bags for just $8.
Save big money at Menards.
Which one holds more music?
That little thing.
Which one has better mileage?
The minivan.
Which one has more THC?
The big one?
Marijuana today is 80% more potent than grass in the past. This increase can cause damage to the teenage brain, mental health, and overall function.
Would you pass the drug test? Find out more at parenttest.org.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley says that a former Secretary of State employee has now been charged with 1 count of theft after an original handmade South Dakota flag dating back to Deadwood's Old West days disappeared from that office. Jackley says 26-year-old Garrett DeVries, who now lives in Washington, D.C., has been charged with 1 count of theft. State investigators recovered the flag earlier this month. Local organizations are taking the gloves off in a friendly manner. The Rapid City Fire and Police Departments channeling their friendly rivalry this holiday season as they work to help provide the less fortunate with food. They are both partnering with Feeding South Dakota, allowing for several donation locations throughout Rapid City and even at Black Hills State University in Spearfish.
It's a friendly competition. We'd kind of like to beat the college students. We'd really like to beat the fire department if we can. But really, it's the main goal is just to get food for the people that need food this time of year, especially. It's a really important time as far as the holidays coming, things like that, and the food need goes way up.
This food drive is running from November 2nd through November 8th. Well, a beautiful start to our November here in the Black Hills. We just continue those wonderful conditions we had all the way through the month of October. Bob tells us how much longer those temperature fortunes are going to last and if there's a change in store before the end of the week. His forecast coming up next right here on NewsCenter1.
$5 off your choice of hand-trimmed, juicy sirloin, perfectly marbled ribeye. Our finest filet mignon steaks all day, every Sunday. Come in and try the best steak in the hills for $5 off. Shooter's Woodfire Grill, 2424 West Main, Rapid City.
Escape to Roma's Restaurante in Spearfish and enjoy the beauty of the northern hills. Chef Lee is back in the kitchen cooking something for everyone. With daily features for lunch and dinner, come experience the recent menu change at Roma's in Spearfish or reserve the private room for your next event. Transport yourself to Italy in the casual fine cuisine, steaks, and seafood found only at Roma's.
Hagen is adding a new twist to their annual open house. 40% off, one day only, on windows and siding. Join us Saturday, November 7th from 11 to 1 for our annual open house with pizza, prizes, and another $10,000 home makeover winner. Plus, everyone present will receive 40% off windows and siding just by scheduling your free in-home estimate. You must be present to win, and the 40% off is for one day only. It's Hagen's annual open house, where somebody will win a $10,000 home makeover. Saturday, November 7th, Hagen Glass, South Highway 79, Rapid City.
Introducing the most advanced in adventure technology. Reality at your fingertips.
Get out.
Not virtual, but actual. Get ready to get out.
Experience the new outdoor motorsports. Get out.
Handmade fresh Florentine flatbread with fresh spinach, homemade bruschetta, and creamy artichoke sauce. Or Italia with rich homemade red sauce, fresh roasted red peppers, sausage, pastrami, and pepperoni. A half flatbread with your choice of fresh garden salad or fresh daily soup. Taste the difference at Shooter's Woodfire Grill, Rapid City.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, once again, the weather almanac, 62 is our high temperature. That's about 8, that is 8 degrees above where it should be this time of the year. 54 is our normal. Here's the record, 79 set in 2008. And low temperature, 46, that's well above our normal of 28. And there's the record 2 below in 1995. 6:30, the sun will be coming up, 4:41, sun goes down. Clear skies right now out at the airport, 43. The winds, no problem. And we don't expect the winds to be very strong tomorrow either. Here are some of the high temperatures all across the country. 73, Salt Lake City, Seattle, 52. Who else do we got here? 71, St. Louis, Memphis, 69, 74 down in Atlanta, and quite a bit of rain down in Atlanta as well. Last night and throughout most of the day today, they had some widespread flooding down there. We have some video just to show you what I'm talking about. There you go. This poor devil ended up right in the middle of the some flooded areas. You can see as the creeks out of their banks flowing, and many, many streets throughout the region just underwater at the present time. The good news is everything's going to be drying out later on today. Let's come on back And you can see this low pressure area. This is what caused all of the rain, but it is now beginning to weaken and move off into the Atlantic. So drier air is definitely on the way to Atlanta. They'll probably have some widely scattered showers again tomorrow. As far as we're concerned, we're going to enjoy a beautiful day tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures pretty much like where they were today, about 8 to 10 degrees above where they should be this time of the year, with plenty of sunshine, not only for us, but for the entire state. Some changes coming on Wednesday. As you can see, we got this low pressure area moving across the Black Hills. That'll bring a number of things. First of all, some clouds, maybe a few little sprinkles during the afternoon hours. We don't look for much at all. And then certainly some cooler temperatures as that low moves further off to the east. We get a little bit of a northerly component to the winds, and that will cool us down on Wednesday. Not tomorrow. Here's some of the high temperatures today. For your reference, generally, look at here, 70 in Aberdeen, 70 in here, and in the middle to upper 60s along the Missouri River. We had temperatures in the 60s. Tomorrow, again, we'll have our share of 60s over West River, 62 in Phillip, 70 down in Pine Ridge. These are all tomorrow. These are the expected high temperatures tomorrow. Lower 60s all up and down the Missouri River, lower 60s over East River. And then Wednesday, very nice over East River, middle 60s, not too bad for this time of the year, but you can see the blue coming in, temperatures in the 40s over northwestern South Dakota on Wednesday. So we are looking for cooler temperatures on Wednesday, not tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, here's the forecast. We'll have partly cloudy, mostly cloudy skies, 62 Spearfish, 63 Custer, 73 down in Pine Ridge. Belfouche 57, 61 Sturgis. Let's see, who else we got? Hewlett, 65, Hot Springs, 70 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow, folks. Tonight, 38, clouds moving in. Should be a comfortable evening, though. Winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10. And tomorrow, pretty much like today, temperatures in the 60s, 64, partly cloudy and mild. Those clouds will be leaving the area tomorrow morning. And we're expecting another nice day with those winds out of the south, 5 to 10. Tomorrow evening, pretty much like tonight, 38 for the overnight low, partly cloudy becoming mostly cloudy skies, and a little bit of a wind shift going on as that low moves on through. First, they'll start off out of the south, then switch to the northwest, 5 to 10. 7-day forecast, cooler temperatures Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday will be the coolest day of the 7 days, 43 the expected high temperatures. Those overnight lows Friday morning, 28, Saturday morning, 24. And then we warm it up. Saturday, Sunday, looks like plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the middle 50s. ClickBookDeals.com, this one sold out very quickly. I was going to try to grab this one myself. I couldn't. And you get a full-service presidential detail at Tent City for just $65. But as you can see, that one sold out like all the great deals do. Well, summer may be over, but if you still have some of that summer bounty in your pantry, we've got the perfect way to keep enjoying it all winter long. We're talking preservation in tonight's Botanical Pantry.
This Botanical Pantry brought to you by True Green.
Again, welcome to the final episode of Botanical Pantry. With me is Master Cook, Master Chef, Master Gardener Mel Glover. I'm Bob Riggio. Mel, we're going to talk today about preserving tomatoes and apples.
Correct.
Basically, all right.
You bet. And we use a dryer an awful lot.
This is a dryer.
This is a dryer. Pull out the shells. And these are the
tell me about the dryer. It has a cord on it.
You plug the dryer in.
I got that. I got that.
Turn up the thermostat as high
so
as you need to go.
It heats it up.
It heats them up.
Is there a fan in there to blow
There's
out?
a fan right here that blows it up. Right.
Okay.
So I cut these tomatoes in half, put them on there, and about a day and a half, they're all ready to go.
And these taste pretty good.
They're very sweet.
And what kind of tomato is this? Real quick?
This is a chocolate cherry tomato.
Chocolate cherry tomato. And after they've been dried like this,
they're good.
They're good. They taste like candy almost.
Yes, they do. And then all winter long, you can crumple them up, put them on salads, and use them in a lot of different ways. But you can do the larger tomatoes if you want.
Same thing?
Same thing. Same thing.
Okay.
Just takes a little longer. And the same with the apples. Peel the apples. You can put them in the dryer. I have a friend that sprinkles them with cinnamon, and they're wonderful.
I love that apple peeler. If you love apples, you need to get an apple peeler.
They're great, and you can get them in most any of the hardware stores in Rapid City.
That peels the apple and slices the apple in one turn.
And the core.
And the core.
You bet. Just goes right on through, just like so. I'm almost afraid to take it off.
You don't have to, Mel. We got this up here. There we go.
Oh,
See, look at
there you go.
Look at this.
Right.
Look at that. And then you can put those in the dryer.
Could put these in the dryer. We cut them up. We can them for applesauce. We can make apple pies. There's a lot of different things that you can do with them.
Yeah, and you keep them all winter long.
So just some tricks that you can use all winter, right?
All right. Anything else, Mel?
Oh, yeah. I was going to give you a jar of sauerkraut, but I think somebody took it.
Justin loves sauerkraut.
Does he? Okay, so he's told you. All right.
Give me I'm going to take the apples.
You take the apples.
Okay.
Justin will take the sauerkraut, and I'll give the sauerkraut to Bill, too.
It's been really fun working with you and
Thank
Joe.
you. It's been fun for us, too.
The seasons goes too fast.
Yep.
You going to be with us next
We'll be
spring?
back next spring.
All right, thanks a lot, Mel. All right, join us next year on Botanical Garden and Botanical Pantry.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
I'm a fan of this plateau. I'm a fan of things that go.
I'm a fan of fan conventions.
I'm a fan of releasing tension.
I'm a fan of all things shouty.
When it comes to snacking,
I'm a fan of hot and melty.
I'm a fan of DQ. I'm a fan of DQ Bakes.
3 new oven-hot snacks like the Buffalo Chicken Snack Melt, Chicken Bacon Barbecue, and Chicken Quesadilla. Served only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
I'm a fan!
Sorry. Flu.
You're not you when you have the flu. Get vaccinated, because stopping the flu starts with you.
My name is Chris Erickson. I'm a used car salesman here in Rapid, and I love my church.
My name is Josh. My family owns Tipped and Grief Service. I love my church.
Hi, we're Kevin and Heidi Bybee.
And we own Cosmos Mystery Area.
And we love our church.
Our mission is simple. We want to show people who Jesus is. My name is David, and I'm the lead pastor of Fountain Springs Community Church. And I love my church.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
The road to the Dome continued tonight in high school football, and the Custer Wildcats found themselves back in a familiar position. Custer has made it to the quarterfinals for 5 straight years, but the Wildcats have failed to advance to the semifinals in each of the previous 4 seasons. Could the Wildcats break that streak tonight? Custer hosted the Sioux Valley Cossacks. After a kickoff return by Custer, Sioux Valley responds. Matt Larson takes it around the outside and scrambles 30 yards down the sideline for the touchdown. With the 2-point conversion, the Cossacks go up 8-7 at that point. Next time down the field now, Sioux Valley first and goal from the 2. Brock Swartos punches it in for the score. That made it 16-7. Cossacks go up by 9. Jumping ahead to the second quarter now, the Wildcats near midfield. Alex Kortemeyer hands it off to Grayson Trandom. He breaks a few tackles, and it's off to the races. Trandom is finally tackled at the 12-yard line after a run of 49 yards. A few plays later now, Kortemeyer rolls out of the pocket and scores from 5 yards out. That cut the Cossacks' lead to 2, 16-14, but Sioux Valley goes on to beat Custer tonight 44-21. Also in Class 11B, top-ranked Winter rolled over Bennett County tonight by a final score of 50-0. Moving on to Class 9A, number 3 Scotland powered past the Phillips Scotties 40-6. Plus it was Sully Buttes all over Parker by 36. Final score 42-6. Meanwhile in Class 9B, Faith falls to Corsica Stickney. Final score 40-14. And Harding County advances to the semifinals with an 18-point win over DeSmet. We posted the rest of the scores from tonight's games on our website at newscenter1.tv. Moving on to the NFL now, a tale of 2 teams as the undefeated Carolina Panthers hosted the Indianapolis Colts. First quarter action, second play from scrimmage. The exchange between Jonathan Harrison and Andrew Luck is botched. The Panthers recover the fumble, which leads to a Carolina field goal. Later on in the first now, 4th and 1 for Carolina. They give it to Jonathan Stewart, who scores a 3-yard touchdown, and the Panthers go up 10-0. Jumping ahead to the second now. Cam Newton looking for Ted Ginn Jr., but it falls into the arms of Vontae Davis for Indy. And what a game. The Colts rallied to force overtime, but Graham Gano nailed a 52-yard field goal, and Carolina wins this one 29-26. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Royals are the comeback kids and the 2015 World Series champions. The Royals came back from a 2-0 deficit in the 9th inning to beat the New York Mets 7-2 in 12 innings last night. The Royals won the series 4-1. The Royals produced 7 comeback wins this postseason, which is a new Major League record. Kansas City wins its first title in 30 years and second in team history. Royals catcher Salvador Perez took home the hardware for the World Series MVP, and he became the first catcher to win that coveted award since 1992.
The cool thing about this team is everything they set out to accomplish, they did. You know, they wanted to win the division, they won it by 11 games. They wanted to win home field advantage for the playoffs, they did. They wanted to win the World Series, they did. So, I mean, it's just a special, special group that doesn't come around very often.
You guys know what we do all season. We never quit. We never put the head down. We never think about like, okay, the game is over. No, we always compete to the last out, and that's what we do tonight.
And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
With home delivery and simple do-it-yourself directions, installing your digital receiver, DVR, or cable modem is as easy as saying, alakazam, you technical wizard you. Save time, save money, install it yourself. Midco gives you more.
Go ahead. Be bold. At Pita Pit, we believe that fresher ingredients result in a better taste. Come down and get a little crazy and choose from the largest choice of combinations of veggies, cheeses, meats, and sauces anywhere. Try something a little different, and don't worry, our friendly staff will be right there with you the whole way. Have a big event? We cater. Give us a call, and we can make our famous pita platters that will satisfy the biggest party. Fresher thinking, healthy eating at Pita Pit, 725 Main Street.
The sale was a huge hit, but guess what? Presidential Pawn is still overstocked, and we'd rather sell it than melt it. Rings, pendants, earrings, bracelets, thousands of items store-wide. Not 20%, not 50%, but 100% of our fine jewelry will be sold at half price. Half price. During this unprecedented one-week sale. Christmas is coming. What an opportunity. Mark your calendar. Don't miss out on this rare event. November 9th through the 14th. All jewelry 50% off. Only at the legendary Presidential Pawn in downtown Rapid City.
The new Legend Steakhouse at the historic Franklin Hotel.
Your DVR is here, and you're not. No worries. Program your DVR to record your favorite shows from anywhere through your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Use Remote Record to put TV on your time. Midco gives you more.
All right, there's the 7-day forecast. Once again, tomorrow's going to be another beautiful day. We'll have partly cloudy. Some clouds in the morning, clearing out by late morning, 64 the expected high temperature. Then we cool it off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday will be the coolest day. But then check out that weekend, folks. Plenty of sunshine Saturday, Sunday. Temperatures in the middle 50s.
And that'll do it for us right here on NewsCenter1. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
You've certainly put in the effort. You started from scratch and have made something that you want to see last well into the future. Maybe someday you'll call it a legacy. But for now, you've just got to get the bread out, the door open, and the bills paid. Having someone at your side who understands where you've been and where you want to go can make all the difference. Small business success? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
Dear future, please help. The present is kind of a scary place. I have no money, no job, no clothes. I feel completely helpless. But I hear good things about you, future. Like, I'll have hair, and friends, and books, and music. I can't wait to meet you.
Do you feel safe when you're alone? Do you know how to defend yourself in a life-threatening situation? If you're not sure, then I'd like to invite you to an upcoming Martial Blade Concepts seminar. MBC is a proven self-defense system that teaches combat-proven tactics and teaches them in a way that is easy to learn. The MBC system will empower your confidence and help build the skills that are needed to defend yourself or loved ones if you're ever caught in a bad situation. Don't be caught off guard. Don't be a victim. Let this seminar help you be prepared.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.